Welcome to another episode of Low Budget Shooting Shorts. What I have here is kind of an 80s throwback I just picked up in an auction. This is the Daewoo DR-200. And this gun actually came from the DR-K1, or not the DR, but the K1. That was made by the South Korean gun manufacturer. And this was actually an amalgamation of us giving them M16s during the Vietnam War, and they decided they wanted to build their own gun from it. And there's a lot of features on it that look like an AR-15. This is a 223-556 gun. This is pretty much the same, with the exception of the bolt release, except for the little tab that an AR-15 has. You can see this is the same to drop the magazine, and they use the same kind of magazines. There's some issues with it that are kind of a pain in the neck, like this is the safety, and it's 180 degrees, and it's almost impossible to do with this thumb hole stock. So that's kind of an ergonomic issue. The sight picture on it, as you can see, it just has one little hole. It doesn't have the flip up like an AR-15. This was added later. This is by a company called Stormworks, and it's adjustable. You can adjust the side of it here for elevation by flipping this, and then it has the exact same adjustment on the side here as a AR-15 does. Because of the 1994 gun ban, these things used to come with, wire stocks and foldovers when it was in the K1 version. But in order to get it into the United States, they had to remove the bayonet lug. They soldered these on. They were basically brazed, which this one, somebody is actually, it unscrews. Somebody at some point heated that up and got rid of the braze. And this weird dinosaur looking giant thumb hole stock was put on it in order to get past that ban. The gun breaks down just like an AR-15. There's a little switch here that you flip back, and then you can push this in, and then the gun breaks open, and you can actually remove the pin on the side here just like an AR-15 and get the top off. It's a long stroke piston, and it has an adjustable gas block on the front of it that you can turn. So I'm going to do a video on this thing, tear it down and shoot it, show you guys. I just think it's a pretty cool thing, and they're getting to be rare. Anyways, thanks for watching, and subscribe.